back with more RWL Adrenaline, and up next, it's Alex Gonzalez going up against Sergeant Slaughter.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 241 pounds, Alex Gonzalez.
Last time we saw Alex Gonzalez, he was partnered with John Bob Kennedy in tag competition. But tonight, it's just Gonzalez alone against the Sarge and Mike. Sergeant Slaughter not without some controversy swirling around his tensions with the manager of Karen Sturgeon, the masked Mix-X.
Yeah, Sarge insists this Mix-X is a former RWL star he drove out of the company in a loser leaves forever match. Now, I went back into the archives, combed the record books, and guess what old Mr. Lane found out?
So, what do you say? Is Slaughter onto something?
Without giving the secret away, I will say it was less than a year ago, and there was, in fact, a banishment match.
Against who, Mike? Who was it?
In a minute. Stand up and salute Wally. Come on.
And his opponent from South Carolina, weighing in at 302 pounds, Sergeant.
Really, Mike? You can't hold out on the fans. If you know something, why won't you give?
Now I've already said, there was a banishment match last year, and since Sarge is standing right there, you can safely assume the Sarge won it. As far as who Mix-X really is, well, Sarge also found out I was researching this stuff, and he told me if I go public with this before he exposes Mix-X, it would cost me. Sorry, folks, but Sergeant Slaughter wants to be proven right here, so it's not for me to say any more than I already have.
So, I guess the fact that Sarge did banish someone from the company is all we have to go on for now.
Sorry, but I like my nose right where it is.
It's game on. Gonzalez tags Sarge with a right, but Sarge quick with the fireman's carry, and Alex Gonzalez pushing back on the Sarge with some aggressive tactics. He drives Sarge back, moves in himself, sets up for a suplex. But Sarge slips out of his grip and nails him a hard neck-breaker drop. Seriously loud impact, which will cost Alex a few brain cells. And now, it's Gonzalez with a fireman's carry of his own. Again, Alex Gonzalez, extremely aggressive in the early goings here.
Early is right, but there's a lot more left on the clock. And now Sarge looks like he's slowed Mr. Aggressive Tactics down just a little. Sergeant Slaughter's been in a pretty bad mood lately. And Alex Gonzalez is in there with a guy who's willing to take out his aggressions on whoever.
Slaughter stopping to salute the fans and quickly turning his attention back to Gonzalez. Nails him with a running clotheslines. Sarge misses with a kick. Gonzalez quick with the go behind. But Sarge onto him with a counter. And now, Slaughter whips Gonzalez hard into the corner and strikes again with that clothesline. And down goes Gonzalez. Sarge, with full control of things now, delivers a painful knee to the gut. Sergeant Slaughter's got Gonzalez laid out with that last move, drags Gonzalez center ring and goes for the pin. Only a near fall as Gonzalez tries to shake the cobwebs loose, but Sarge back on the attack with a sharp pick between the shoulder blade.
You know, if you've got the abilities to fight a guy like the Sarge on his level, you're doing pretty good as a professional wrestler. But no disrespect, Gonzalez isn't in the Sarge's league on that level.
Slaughter proves your point with an arm drag counter, quickly stopping Gonzalez in his tracks, and the Sarge now just leading Gonzalez where he wants, and Slaughter just imposing his will on his opponent. As Gonzalez collapses to the mat again, and Sarge not letting up on the floor-bound Gonzalez and drops an elbow into his chest.
Might take a moment or six before Gonzalez regains any use of his limbs after that one.
Slaughter just all over Gonzalez like ugly on a sea cow. Gonzalez still on the campus as Sarge gets set to gather him up. And out of no place, Gonzalez countering with a quick chop block as Gonzalez tries to regain control of things, whips Sarge into the ropes. And oh man, That plan went south in a hurry, with Sarge unfazed. Grabs Gonzalez, and Sarge bending the rules with an eye gouge, almost daring referee Tom Kanemura to call him on it.
Wow! The fans here in Cleveland threatening to blow the roof off his place. They are 100% behind Slaughter here. And Slaughter's really starting to dial up his aggression against Gonzalez. Definitely not overly concerned about bending the rules here, as he continues to pour it on.
Sarge stops to breathe a second, but Alex Gonzalez back on his feet. Takes a swing, but Sarge with the block and a furlong to the chest. And Sarge gathers him up again for a rib breaker. And get a look at this. Gonzalez is just out of it, as Sergeant Slaughter continues to take Gonzalez apart piece by piece.
Sarge has really been just extra irritated over this business with Mix-X. If it were me on the active roster, I wouldn't sign a match with Slaughter until after he's dealt with his issues. Sarge can be a devil when he's keyed up like this.
Alex Gonzalez just barely escaping the Boston Crab, and now it's Gonzalez back on the attack, drives a knee into Sarge's back, picks him back up, but Sarge takes him back down with a shoulder check, and man oh man alive, Gonzalez struggles to stand, and Sergeant Slaughter standing by. Sarge locks in the Cobra clutch on Gonzalez. Gonzalez with nowhere to go, Slaughter takes him down to the mat. As the referee checks, and tap out. Tap out. That's all. This one's in the books, and Sergeant Slaughter wins by submission.
Here is your winner, Sergeant.
Let's give Alex Gonzalez full marks for a match well fought. But in the end, Sarge had him outmatched, outgunned, out everything, pretty much. Sergeant Slaughter, just way too aggressive for Gonzalez to withstand it for very long.
And this capacity crowd really letting Sergeant Slaughter know he has his fans behind him, and you just better believe Sarge wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, look who's here, Wally. It's not the good humor man.
It's Mix-X, who we haven't seen since the mixed tag match with Karen Sturgeon against the Cobra Corps a few weeks back. But this is gonna lead to trouble.
I don't know that this dim bolt forgot that Sarge sent him to the hospital last month, but like Kevin Hart says, he's gonna learn today.
Mix-X has Sarge down, and Mix-X looks determined to try and put a hurting on the Sarge this time. For weeks now, tensions between Sergeant Slaughter and Mix-X have been approaching the boiling point, and this post-match sneak attack by Mix-X isn't likely to improve things at all.
Look at Sarge go, firing off rapid-fire shots to the gut of Mix-X, trying to rearrange some internal organs here, just vicious.
Referee Tom Kanemura, looking on tentatively, not wanting to chance angering Slaughter any further, and oh, man, Sergeant Slaughter again with repeated shots to the lower abdominals of Mix-X, and Sarge looks as if he's going to re-injure Mix-X yet again.
He shouldn't have come out here. He knew this job was dangerous when he took it, but he's sure paying for it now.
Mix-X is paying a hefty premium for stepping out here to try and sneak attack Sergeant Slaughter, as the Sarge had just said the hell with everything, and Sarge is just taking all the fight out of Mix-X. And what can anyone say? This match had been between Sarge and Alex Gonzalez, and Mix-X had zero business even stepping out here, and it sure looks to me like Slaughter is going to go out of his way to discourage Mix-X from ever making such a foolhardy mistake again.
The ref can ring that bell all he wants, but this isn't gonna end until Sarge says so, and he's still not saying so. This was a big, big mistake, and Mix-X is seriously paying for it. If you thought old Sarge was mad during the match, you can double how mad he is right now. Look at him. Mix-X is trying to hit him with all he's got, and it still ain't enough. There's gonna
Just
be
now,
no
Mix-X
stopping
has Sarge on the
Slaughter now.
defensive and gets ready to unload with some heavy-duty attack. Slaughter up on the shoulders, but Slaughter powering out with a withering series of elbows that forces Mix-X to release the hold. As Sarge gets a grip on X, delivers an eye gouge, but Mix-X, not giving up, nails Sarge with a jaw jacker that drops him to the mat. And now it's Mix-X who looks to be dictating the pace of events. Sarge is back up, punches Mix-X in the gut again, and this is brutal. Sarge strikes with those good punches again, and whoa! Mix-X hurt badly by the look of things, as referee Tom Kanemura demanding that Slaughter backs off immediately.
We're being signaled to go to a break. Fans, we're sorry, but we'll be back in a moment.